Hello everyone. With the pandemic still on and gyms open in almost the entire country, there are different people with different opinions as to working out in gym right now is the right decision or not. I've previously made two videos on the same topic and included few of the safety measures that need to be taken at the gym. Well, this video will be primarily to address a very important question which I'm sure most of you must be having in your mind. That is, should we wear a mask when we work out in the gym or even run or do cycling? Now, I have researched about this topic with the current available material and come out with this logical and realistic explanation. The reality is that this is altogether a new situation seen never before. Never in the past did we have to even think of wearing a mask while exercising. So its effects in detail are yet to be explored. Add to that the existing COVID restrictions which make it even more difficult to conduct any large participant-based study on this. According to Mr. Cedric Exbriant, who is the president and the chief science officer at the American Council on Exercise, heart rates are seen to be higher for the same intensity of workout when you wear a mask. That is, in simple words, if you do a particular exercise or say if you do cycling at a particular pace, if your heart rate used to be previously around 120, now with the mask this is going to be about 130. That is, they have observed a rise in the heart rate of about 8 to 10 beats per minute. Another important thing is that this increase in the heart rate becomes even more pronounced when the strenuosity of the exercise increases. That is, if you try to pedal faster, the increase in the heart rate also tends to be higher. Professor Lenz Kravitz, who is the professor of exercise science at the University of New Mexico, is in the early phase of conducting a large participant-based study on exercise and masks. Now, what he has observed so far is that most of the participants seem to become lightheaded when they do strenuous exercise wearing a mask. First of all, let's try to understand what exactly happens when we wear a mask at the gym. Now, many of you might be surprised to know that wearing a mask at the gym is more of protection to the others than to yourself. Well, of course, there is a marginal increase in the safety to oneself as well, but it is more of the protection to the others. Let me explain to you how exactly the infection gets transmitted in the gym. That is the mode of infection. See, what happens is when there is an asymptomatic, obviously if the patient is symptomatic, he's not going to come to the gym. So if there is an asymptomatic carrier of the virus, that is if a person is harboring infection inside him but he is not symptomatic, and when he comes to gym and when he works out, there are high chances that the droplets may spray on the equipments. So the surfaces of the equipments may be contaminated with the viral particles. Now, when you touch this contaminated surface, with or without a glove, it doesn't matter at all. So if you touch that surface of the equipment with your hand gets contaminated. That is, the viral particles are now present in your hands. Or if your cloth touches those infected surface, then the viral particles are in your dress. And then if you touch your dress with your hand, then again the viral particles are in your hands, with or without the glove. It has no role at all. Okay, so now with this hand, with this infected hand, if you touch your face, then you will be introduced to the infection. Or if you touch your hair and then the sweat trickles down to your face, even then you can be infected. And the other important thing is that if you touch some other surface of the equipment with your contaminated hand, you will also be responsible for passing on the infection from one person to another. So as you can see, these modes of transmission can happen to you even if you wear a mask. That is, even if you wear a mask and then touch your mask multiple times just to readjust it, you can still be infected. So what exactly should you do? What you can do is that you have to make sure that you sanitize the equipment before you use it, at least the point of contact. And another important thing is that keep sanitizing your hand. That is, either use a sanitizer or wash your hands. And a very important thing, the most important thing, is avoid touching your face. The other things, as I previously mentioned in my previous video, that is, don't keep your towel recklessly on some other equipments, because it is possible that that surface where you kept the towel may be infected. Instead, tuck your towel to your own body and keep it with you. So where is the role of mask here? The mask will protect you from a direct splash of droplet from an infected person if you go too close to him. But apart from this, it can't really protect you much. Well, its major role is to protect the others in the gym. That is, in case if you are infected, and obviously if you are asymptomatic, and then if you go to workout, what happens is that because of this strenuous workout, the droplet output from our mouth and nose are going to be higher in the gym. So it is possible that the droplets contaminate the entire equipment. In this case, when you're wearing a mask, you're preventing the splash of the contaminant droplet from yourself to the equipment, hence cutting the chain of transmission. So as I told previously, wearing a mask is more of protection to the others than to yourself. So next time you see a person wearing a mask and exercising, don't interrupt him, but instead tell him thank you. Now let's look at the problems involved in wearing a mask while exercising. Now what happens is when you exercise, the carbon dioxide production inside the body increases and the oxygen demand also increases. Now at this stage, your lungs have to step up to wash out those extra amount of carbon dioxide and inhale more air and hence more oxygen. Now having a mask will act as a barrier and cause problems in this. Now I repeat myself, this doesn't happen during your day-to-day activities. Now don't get me wrong and say that wearing a mask will decrease your carbon dioxide output. No, it doesn't happen so. This happens only in case of strenuous exercise when the body has to wash out excess of carbon dioxide and has to inhale excess of oxygen. So that way, lungs may find it difficult to cope up with the strenuous exercise. Another important thing to note is a well-fitted mask will give you good protection against the spread of infection, but will cause more problems in breathing as opposed to an ill-fitted mask which will make breathing easier but provide less of protection. This is especially important in those individuals who have already compromised lung and heart, and in extreme rare circumstances there can be development of a condition called as negative pressure pulmonary edema. I'm providing the link in the description below if you're interested to read more about this condition. You may have also noticed some people wearing this face shield while working out. Now where does face shield stand here? Face shield, I can say, is somewhere between no mask and a well-fitted mask. What happens is that it can give you some amount of protection against the direct splash of droplets from an infected person to you, or as well as it can prevent the splashing of droplets from yourself to the various equipments. But this is again only to some extent compared to a mask. So as I told previously, this face shield stands somewhere in between no mask and a mask. So considering the above points, it is still not possible to come to a conclusion as to whether one should wear a mask or not during strenuous exercise. But if you decide to wear a mask, now these are few of the points that you need to take care of. Don't touch your mask repeatedly, either to adjust it or for whatever reason. Because if you keep touching your mask, you're actually ending up having more problems than any benefit. Simple cloth masks or buffs or surgical masks, they tend to get wet easily with the sweat, and once they are wet, breathing becomes even more difficult. So in case if you want to wear a simple cloth mask or surgical mask, make sure that you have a spare one so that you can change it after about half an hour of workout. Polyester masks, as in these, what happens is that the polyester tends to absorb liquid and doesn't cause so much of problem in breathing even when they are wet. So I can say these are somewhat superior than compared to cloth mask or surgical mask if you want to wear them during your extraneous exercises. N95 masks are generally not advised to be worn by anyone apart from the healthcare workers. That was primarily because of the shortage of N95 masks. But considering the current situation with the abundant N95 masks available everywhere, it is okay to wear a N95 mask when you work out. But do keep in mind that N95 mask will give you more problems in breathing while doing strenuous exercise than a simple cloth mask. The masks with the filter, there's a very important thing which all of you need to understand, that wearing this mask either in gym or in any public places is not at all encouraged, because it does not filter out the exhaled air. That is, whatever you're breathing out doesn't get filtered. So it doesn't actually provide any protection to the others. Of course, it provides protection to oneself, but it doesn't cause but it doesn't provide any protection to the outsiders. Now, its use is allowed only in the healthcare setup, like as in COVID ICU, where it is assumed that a healthcare worker would inform the others if he suspects himself to be infected. A lot of research is still on to get an answer to this question as well as a solution to this entire pandemic. Till then, let's be careful as much as we can and hope for the entire pandemic to end. I hope you found this video useful. If so, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and families. And for more health and wellness related videos, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.